All right, everybody, welcome back. We are still in the middle of our pitch battle, although it appears to be winding down. We have one more opponent left in the back, a Wraith who just boot stomped Mikhail.
Big Mickey.
Yeah, Big Mickey. Oh, by the way, which I fixed on the Twitch stream.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I forgot to point that out. You'll notice on the YouTube videos.
Good,
it's now big, not little. Mickey quickly took that in stride with a smash nose. He's seen worse in the fighting pits in Dunslow, and took out his more immediate threat with the knife. So let's switch back real quick, because I just want to know what's going on in the front now that everything has quieted down in the front.
Good, good.
Tubes, you have an arm stuck to your chest, but you can move.
I do have an arm stuck to my chest.
Rind, you are feeling pretty dope.
Feeling dope.
So what are you guys doing?
I'm going to make my way down to ground level, I suppose. And whilst doing that, I'm going to do one of these.
Mm-hmm.
And say, Moonin, come here. And you're going to hear a "Ah, ah," in the background and some flapping. And a raven's going to fly in and land on my shoulder.
Really?
Yeah.
You have a raven? I didn't know you had a raven.
I have a trained hunting pet. That
Oh,
can be
shit.
retrieved.
Awesome.
That's a thing?
When did you get that?
It's in my item load, Al, so I can retrieve it. It's a little weird,
Oh, yeah, I see
to
it.
just like at will a pet, but I have a pet, guys. His name's Moonin, the Raven.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Good name for it.
And I'm gonna say, pick these corpses. For what?
Eat their eyes.
Take their eyes, exactly.
Gobble them up.
Okay.
Nom, nom, nom.
He's gonna flap over and start pecking at some eyes
All
while
right.
I walk to the building.
So all of this kind of happened in the matter of probably like about a minute to 2 minutes. So almost like an omen when your raven appears and immediately is more than happy to alight upon the nearest corpse.
Yeah.
And start feasting. As soon as he does that, and it's like we get a close-up shot of the crow's beak like going in and ripping out an eyeball. We then we then go back to a wide establishing shot of the entire city, zooming out from your particular hideout in Silk Shore, and you hear the dong dong of the Bellwether crematorium. One bell you actually hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You hear 5 tolls in rapid succession. As your Tubes is like, this is exactly why we need my soul detachment inhibitor.
I turn to Tubes and I say, "Need a hand?"
Oh, you're fucking hilarious. I reach into my bandolier, like under my thing, and I grab my last item is a tube of Alka-Hest, and I start pouring it onto my hand.
Right. Okay. It's like
It gums up a little bit, and
Shit makes you go blind, man.
nice.
and there's a little bit in the bottom, and I take a swing.
Awesome. Just to loosen things up down there. Love it. Okay, cool. So you're free. You're good. You're marking those off on your bandolier, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and situation's still kind of dire. The threat to, except for Big Mickey, the threat to bodily harm is basically over. But now you've got corpses. The Spirit Ravens are going to come. I mean, the Spirit Ravens. The Death Seeker Crows are going to come, and that means that the Spirit Wardens, who you are on very bad terms with because of your trade and your attachment to Hawksley, are going to be following in their wake. Not only that, but all of this happened right around your lair.
Right.
So your lair is compromised. Okay.
Right.
But that's for after the battle's over here. So you guys basically meet up. Now you can hear that there is definitely a scuffle going on in the back. Would you like to make your way back around?
I have a fictional question.
Yep.
No, don't mind me.
Once
I'm all
the
right.
bells go off, do they know exactly where the bodies are, or do we have like a few minutes to try and like?
No one knows exactly what the Death Seeker Crows know, but what tends to happen is that they are released from their rookery in the crematorium, and they basically they wing their way over to the general area, and then sort of like vultures, they sort of circle until they basically spiral down to the exact location. And once they get to the exact location, the spirit wardens head there and make sure that the bodies are disposed of properly so that ghosts don't form.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a matter of hours.
Okay.
You know.
So.
Minutes to hours, depending on how close to the crematorium it is.
Right. How close to the crematorium?
It is
How
not
obvious the bodies are. I mean, I guess the crows.
Is there like a manhole cover or something nearby that we could maybe?
Yeah, absolutely, sure.
Okay.
Plenty.
Let's take any riches off of
my thing that I want to do is I want to try and like pry open a manhole cover and then we'll put the bodies down in the sewers. They'll drift away on the river of shit.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, that's totally doable. Absolutely. Now there's 4 corpses. You know, it's some heavy lifting,
I'm gonna run out into the street where there's like a probably like a big iron manhole cover, and in my I can pull out fine wrecker tools.
Okay.
This is more of a wrecker, a tinker, to open a manhole cover because it depends how I do it.
Do you have? Does it say fine wrecker tools, or fine tinker tools?
I have either. Yeah, you know what? I have fine tinker tools. I pull a
fine
sheath of tools out, right?
Well, a crowbar would be like a wrecker tool versus like a tinker tool.
Yeah, but I was thinking like a tinker tool could also be like the right kind of screw that I'm not supposed to have that like fits into the
sure
manhole cover, or what.
Yeah, I buy that. Yeah.
All right, cool. So I for all this thing, I've got these all these little metal implements, and I like fit one thing to another, and it's like, and it's like it looks like a hand mixer or like a hand drill.
Right.
I start like working on this manhole cover.
Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna try and tinker this thing open super quick.
Rind, are you gonna start dragging bodies, or are you gonna go back to the back?
I'd like to help.
But he's not gonna.
Mikhail.
No, don't mind me. It'll be all right.
So I'm gonna walk back. Is there any smoke left, or is it mostly clear?
The smoke is clear. But I just want to know what your plan of action is, because you're not going to be able to get back there before Mickey has to do something.
Okay, my plan of action is to continue to move towards him, basically.
Towards the back. Okay, so you're not gonna help Tubes with the bodies right now. Tubes is on his own.
No, I'm not gonna help him with the bodies, but Moonin is pecking away.
Great.
Yes.
Pecking away. And I'll make more comments about that soon.
Okay,
after
cool.
I kill this last guy.
All right, cut back to Mickey. Mickey, you are on the ground. There is a corpse on top of you.
Yep.
You're a big dude. It's not that hard to roll him off if you want to. And your opponent is standing in stunned silence for a split second as he saw you come back from what he was sure was going to be certain death.
Right.
And instead, you've completely turned the tables.
Right.
So he, because he's got free mobility, I'm going to say that he is stunned, but he's a fighter. So he is going to pull out a short stabbing blade, like a short sword, basically.
Yep.
Okay. He's got to decide, like, this is a professional killing weapon, not a shiv.
Right.
Okay. And he's like, now he's got in crouched stance. You see him like his eyes with, his face is filled with buckshot. It's like he's bleeding all over the place. The mask is still up though. His eyes are darting towards the exit, like he's debating whether or not he can make a run for it, or if he knows that he's got to fight here. But right now he's kind of crouched in a ready fighting action with his sword out in front, waiting to see what you're gonna do.
All right, so I'm lying there on my back, glass everywhere. There's a dead guy on top of me, blood everywhere, and he's still within kicking my head range, right?
Yeah. Well, he backed
he's-
off a little bit from the violence of what just happened.
Is he still within my reach?
No, he's no.
Like I can't grab his ankle?
Yeah. I say you could grab his ankle. Yeah.
All right, then the plan is to grab his ankles and yank his feet out right from under him, right out into the same glass as me.
Okay, cool. So not a killing blow but you're
No, I'm gonna try and incapacitate him at least a little bit. Take away his advantage of being standing. Maybe he drops his blade.
Okay, I'm going to say
in
that
the glass.
Normally you'd be desperate. I'm going to say because he was taken aback by the violence of his compatriot's end, that he's not quite as much of a threat. So I'm going to take it back to standard.
Risky.
I mean, to risky. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And you're going to attempt to. Your stated goal is just to make him prone and hurt him maybe a little bit with the glass, right?
Yep.
So I'd say that sweeping the leg that would be great effect. I think.
Great. And
risky, great.
Yeah, risk. And there's no. I'm not going to do any deals or dice or stress or anything like that. I'm just going to go for it.
Okay.
Not bad. 5.
5. Okay. Let's see.
With a great effect, that should be a little better, right? Isn't that how it works? Risky 5, reduced effect. So he falls, but holds onto his knife.
Well, it depends. I can choose any or all of these.
I'm just trying to get a sense of how this.
You end up in a. Let's say that. It's not going to be reduced effect.
What?
It's not going to be reduced effect. Like it doesn't make sense. Like you did it because you got a 5.
Okay.
So he's definitely going to fall down, and he's going to get some hurt from the. Let's say. That's a little too nasty.
He falls on top of me, knife down. Oh,
no, I was gonna. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Okay, so it happens just like you sweep the leg, boom, he crashes to the ground, knocks his teeth a little bit, and he yelps in pain from the glass entering his back. When at the same time, so this is all happening at the exact time that the bells are tolling. That's sort of like the music that you're hearing as this is happening. But then, he's
like, "Oh my God, I'm dead."
As a dissonant counterpoint to the music of the bells, you hear the sharp whistle. That means only one thing, which is that the bluecoats are coming.
Well, ain't that just a bitch?
Mm-hmm. Ryan's excited.
Ryan's gonna be like half a body, half into the sewer. Oh, hello, officer.
It's way off in the distance.
Right.
It echoes through the streets, but it's obvious that either the noise of this battle or the citizenry who fled have alerted the authorities.
Right.
Okay. So that's the deal. And
so
as he hits the ground, Rind whips around the corner. And Rind, you see that. So you see two
blood everywhere
and 3 bodies on the ground, Rind.
But he's not dead, right?
He's not dead. So two of the bodies are moving. One is very limp.
All right. So at the body that appears to be moving, and not Mikhail, not a Dubramovic. I'm going to. What would you say the size of this room is, John?
You're out in the open. It's an alley. It's a very narrow
my
alley.
mistake. Okay, I thought this was a. My bad.
Or an alley behind the shop.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought this was a back room in the shop, and we were coming from both ends.
They were trying to get into the back room.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
My mistake. All right, so I'm going to approach quietly while this is going on, and when I'm in, let's say, 6 feet away from this guy, I'm going to use an unusual weapon against him.
Ooh, okay.
When he's on the ground.
You got an atlatl?
And an atlatl, yeah.
Nice.
And can I roll? Well, I guess I have to tell you what it is before. I can't wait for the fluff till afterwards.
Nope.
No, I got definitely have to know what the weapon is. I must know.
Can I describe a general type of weapon it is, and then fluff after that?
He's trying to.
You just go. You do what you want to do, and I'll judge whether or not it's appropriate or not.
Okay.
It's not going to be appropriate.
Weapon him. Yeah, roll to weapon him.
I don't know what the weapon's called. I'm gonna just call it
Call a flamethrower. All right.
Well, there's a type I'm sort of modeling it after something, but I can only describe. Let's just say it's a whip.
Come on, Dan.
Let's say it's a whip.
Okay.
It's a whip.
It's a little bit more like a hook on a chain, but we're gonna call it a whip.
Hook on a chain.
Yeah.
Are you going like 3-5 spike chain munchiness?
I'm thinking
You pull out
like
the flying guillotine.
basically, yeah. That's what I'm about to do.
So what's going on? What's happening?
This is how allies lose eyeballs. You know?
I'm already dreaming up Devil's Bargain. It's gonna be fantastic.
No matter what you do, David, the guy dies.
because I'm a very dexterous guy, and what I'm about to use is sort of a svelte version of this. I'm going to use finesse to whip it at this guy's neck, basically, as he's on the ground.
And do what?
And
Kill him.
Kill him.
Pull his windpipe out.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, so that's
Wrap it around his neck.
So there's a hook at the end of this thing, and you're going to just whip this thing towards him and just rip the hook. That's the intended result.
That's the intent.
Okay, that is an unusual weapon.
Chain with a weird hook at the end.
That's exactly what it is, by the way. It's a cane with a hook at the end.
Okay, so
it's an adapted plumbing tool, isn't it?
he's still a threat. He was not hurt significantly from being prone, so we'll call it risky. Like he knows you're there.
Does he? Because he was distracted. I thought I just walked up.
Well, I mean, he's not. He's in. It's not controlled. We'll put it that way. Yeah, I mean, like there's no way. I mean, like he's a perfectly capable combatant right now.
No worries.
Except for all the glass in his back.
And he's on the ground, right?
He's on the ground. Yeah. So risky and
You got one of these.
What?
I guess standard, right?
Standard. Okay.
Yeah.
And Devil's Bargains. I can't speak tonight. You're so right.
Yeah, right on.
A slightly different version of that.
I want to know who like what awesome concept artist was like, I need to lay out all the ninja gear in one image.
This actually reminds me of like the old G.I. Joe advertisements. It showed all of the gear that the doll came with.
It's not a doll; it's an action figure, Ted.
Sorry.
All right,
from the 70s. I think it was a doll.
You guys think of a Devil's Bargain for him?
It's a.
I don't know if you want to do that. I'm lying right here, man. It's.
I mean, that's like the super obvious one.
Yeah. So you swing it, you throw it, and no matter what, it
catches your raven.
Hedwig.
Wasn't it weird when they introduced that raven for like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Killed it off.
It's like a stick, man.
Wait for it.
John hates familiars. You know how that works.
Oh my God!
Come on.
No matter what you do, David, the other end of your chain accidentally hits the electroplasmic streetlight, and you get electrocuted.
There you go. I'll go with that. I like that.
You maybe you kill the other guy too, but you're both frying no matter what.
So it's like the end of Batman Returns.
Let's say this. Okay, I'm gonna detail the scene just a little bit more. There is a sputtering electroplasmic light that's probably nowhere near the actual door because you wouldn't want to illuminate it. But there is like a sputtering one. Let's say it's close to you, Rind, because you're coming around the corner. Okay, it is throwing out arced like this little sputterings of electroplasm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That are basically harmless. But you take the Devil's Bargain, and you're as you whip the when you retract the whip after whatever happens, regardless, it will cause it will hook onto a barrel of oil, and that oil in that barrel will break open.
I'm confused.
So we're gonna have bodies of fire. The cops coming.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so for this. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right, I'll take it.
All I'm going to say is a devil's bargain is that the barrel will tip over.
I'm lying
No,
right
no,
here.
no matter what happens, that will happen.
Don't make a deal with the devil, okay?
Oh my god.
Now
that's
you can just
beautiful,
disregard that, take 2 stress, and gain a bonus die too. So, or just roll normally, whatever. It's
though.
on
Or
the
I can
table
do
though.
both, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so let me see.
One or the other.
Just roll some dice, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a bonus, and I love these Devil's Bargains so much.
No, you don't. You hate them. You hate this one in particular.
I love
This is
this
the
one so
worst one.
much.
Mickey's a little bit worried about this.
You don't like this bargain.
So we have
It's a-
oil.
It's a bad bargain, son.
Again, to clarify, we have a sparking light. We have an oil drum that's going to get knocked over.
Yeah.
And a current that will be run through my chain as I sling it.
No, the current you're not going to get electrocuted.
Oh.
I'm changing the bargain so that your whip will cause the oil drum to tip over and oil will spill out. And
Nobody
then,
goon with a golden
who
fiddle
knows
this
what
deal,
happens
man.
after
I don't
that.
like this at all.
I took it.
You're gonna take it?
Oh God!
Oh snap!
I'm
Oh,
gonna
is that the roll?
die.
Is that the roll? Yeah. Okay.
So- Yeah, there it is.
Can I set the scene a little bit? A 5 is a hit, right?
5 is success. Yeah,
Okay.
with some other shit, but yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
Why would you burn down Doskfall? We live here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Can
know about your
describe
lair.
At least what the weapon does.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So it hits. I mean, we're clear on that, right? Okay.
Yes, the guy dies.
Okay.
Yay.
So let's say,
Kill
let's say
Stealer. He was mine.
let's say he is above Mikiel, ready
No,
to
he's
take
next
another
to me.
blow.
He's
Right.
lying on the ground next to me.
Oh, he's lying on the ground next to you.
Yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
Well, he's gonna get up at just a second for fluff. He's gonna turn.
All right.
Get him. And through Mikiel's view, you're gonna see him in a moment of fury, peering down at you, and then you're gonna hear, and this silvered whirl is gonna go by, and a raven's claw is gonna go like this, and then it's gonna contract, and he's just gonna
Awesome.
behind.
Awesome. That's cool, man.
And you're gonna see me, and I'm gonna have a cane, and it's gonna sort of just like
Well,
back
it does,
into my cane.
well, it does that quickly because when it
Yes.
retracts quickly, it knocks over the oil drum.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah.
And fire everywhere.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I like the fluff because it allows me to introduce the complication, or the
The part where our hideout burns down. That part.
shit. Actually, I was gonna do it to Ted. I can't do it to Ted. I have to do it to you.
That's fine.
Oh,
So,
I like it now.
Let me think. That changes it. I was gonna have him like that body also falls on top of Ted and gives you like a little bit of a, like 2 bodies on top actually bruises you, but I can't do that. 'Cause that's-
You can have him fall on top of me, though. I mean, that'd be
Well, we can have
cinematically.
for fluff. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But something has to happen to Rind though. Harm, complication occurs, reduce effect, or you end up in a desperate position.
You could still.
I got it. I got it. Of course, I got it.
Of course
Okay,
you do.
I figured it out. So
the Johnster.
as a so the devil's bargain takes effect. So what happens, like it's a raven's claw and it clutches around his throat and just yanks him back and rips out his throat basically, or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna sort of like do the come over here thing, Mortal Kombat style.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sort of like yank at him as he's on top.
Yeah. So you give him a yank, rips out his throat, and then you quickly, I don't know, whatever, it starts to ratchet back.
Yeah.
As it ratchet back, you're feeling all cool.
Yeah.
When it catches upon the lid of this oil drum, and and you're like, what the? And you kind of yank it back, and the oil drum goes, and it just kind of slow motion kind of tips over,
Oh no.
boom, and then like the little bung in the end, like it starts to go bloop 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 as this oil hits out, and then we do a quick cut to the lamp, back to the drum, back to the lamp, back to the spreading oil as it spreads around your feet, Rind. and then the spark hits, and it's just like the tiniest amount of electroplasmic blue of super hot flame ignites, and then it blossoms out into an orange red as the whole pool goes up. And because it's electroplasm, I'm going to give it a little bit more plosive force, and it's going to basically ignite and blow you back about. Well, it's a narrow alley, so we're just going to say it just basically hurls you back into the against the wall and singes you. I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you level 2 harm.
Ooh.
It's a kind of combination of burned and concussed. You know, it's sort of like what Marvin the Martian looks like whenever Daffy Duck fucks with him.
Singed dumb.
Yeah. I don't know a one-word way to put that, but that's basically what you are. Okay.
Crispy critter.
Yeah.
That's 2.
Yeah, you hold up like a yikes sign or something like that.
Nope.
Yeah. So no, so we just see like your body, like Tom Cruise style, just like hurled through the air, slammed up against the wall, and you just like sink down to the ground. You're just like, ugh, and like the whole front of you is just blackened. And now there's like a roaring fire in the back alley as well.
Do me a favor, John. Make sure he lands in like a big old greasy pile of banana peels and coffee grounds.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. Crates crumble.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, great.
Chickens squawking.
It's all of Tube's like corpses of his dead animals that he's been experimenting on.
guys, listen. This was intentional. We now have a fire to burn all the corpses in.
Right, it's all part of the master plan. No.
Okay.
Okay, so combat's over. Nicely done.
So then what happens?
So
Mikhail stands.
am I out front?
Yeah, you're shoving bodies
still
down.
doing the
I
manhole.
never rolled Tinker to open this
Oh yeah.
sewer.
Oh, you don't. No, I'd say with the tools that you could just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like frantically over there. I've got like the last screw coming out, and I lean in to grab it. Also, it's like,
yeah, totally.
oh dear.
Just keep going, man.
I load up and run over to the first body. And the fire is like coming up, and I got what's the raven's name?
Moonin.
I do the thing where I'm not really comfortable around like live animals, especially large birds. I'm like, I kind of like
shoo.
Fuck off, bird.
It looks at me and goes,
and then I go to like grab the first body, like dragging it towards the manhole cover, like while the raven's sort of like sitting on the face still, like pecking at it, and I go to like dump it in.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah, no problem. Absolutely, yeah. So that's one body down. So you're basically seeing from your angle tubes. You definitely heard the explosion, and you can see like the flickering glow of something happening back there. You know what I mean? Like you don't have an angle on the back alley anymore. Yeah. But because it's on a corner, like the shop is on a corner, you can see like the glow of fire in the back. You know what I mean?
And I know an electroplasmic fire when I see one.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Usually in the more controlled situation, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna just try and get the 3 bodies out of the front as quickly as possible.
Okay. So let's cut forward a little bit. The blue coats, the whistle was sounding. You assume that they're coming for you. They're responding to whatever disturbance is happening here.
Yeah,
but they were plenty far away, so we can speed up to the fact that you can dispose of the bodies, all of them, all 6 raids, if you want to, down that manhole cover.
I do that.
Permanently stuck to the desk.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
And I'm out of alkahest to deal with that right now.
Right. Oh yeah.
There's literally just like a layer of epidermis in the shape of an arm and hand on the desk left, and we maybe zoom out of that as I'm covering it with like a rug or something.
Totally. Yeah. That'd be a great scene ender, right? Totally. Oh god, that's nasty. I forgot you drank the rest of it. Yeah. Okay. So okay, so end scene, sorta. Because there's still a lot of problems here. So the question I want to ask you guys now is the lair going to be abandoned? at this stage. You know, it's always up for reconquering. You definitely ended the Wraith threat that they attempted to take back, and you will have sent a message. But obviously, now remember that we're still in downtime. This is actually technically the entanglement during downtime. I just rolled.
Right.
So, but this will obviously accrue heat no matter what. Word will spread. You know what I mean? There's no way that focus will be taken off of your store unless you spend significant amount of downtime repairing the damage that you did. You know, with the authority. You know what I mean? Like you'd have to whatever it takes to reduce heat. You'd have to spend some coin. You got to grease some palms, all that kind of stuff, or come up with some exciting score, which would you could actually come up with a score that would actually repair all this. You know. Up to you. I'm just pointing it out there. But right now, like, your lair is completely compromised. But you can take solace in the fact that it is still yours. You beat their ass, which was awesome. But you did not do it subtly. That is for sure. There's blood fucking the only thing that's not here are the bodies. Everything else is like you said, there's epidermis, there's blood, there's brain matter, there's fire, broken glass. You know.
Can I do a quick breakaway?
Breakaway? What do you mean?
Just a quick scene.
Oh yeah, whatever you want. Yeah, it's up to you guys.
Camera cuts to a ramshackled little hut with trinkets all over the place. We've seen it before. It's Chaff's.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Brightstone.
Within it is a golden nest. Appears to be metal.
A bird's nest.
A bird's nest, yeah, and plop into the center of it, drops an eyeball.
Yeah.
Plop, drops another one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Plop, drops another one.
Yeah.
And we look up, and Moonin is standing there, very intent and eager, happy with himself. And Chaff walks up with her eye patch removed. She's a one-eyed crone, remember?
Yeah.
And she picks up one of the eyes and sort of looks at it, the sort of hollowed area of her eye, still empty, and sort of measures to see if it would fit. No. Picks another one. No. Doesn't find one this time around, but that's the same.
Awesome. That is so cool. I love that. That's awesome.
She pats Moonin on the head and she says, "Good job.
Oh, man.
For anyone who watches this who hasn't seen the other episodes, Rind has an ongoing thing with his vice purveyor, who is this strange priestess of the Shrouded Queen named Chaff, and your overall goal is to find the ghosts of Scotland heroes and then eventually insert them into holes. is what I remember the plan being, to create some sort of Scotland uprising army of mechs. Which is pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. That'll definitely. You know what? Let's go up.
Do I get inspiration?
Yeah, that definitely D&D would be inspiration. But you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to tick another tick on your clock here. If you look on Roll20 on Rind Research's Scotland Ghosts,
Nice.
and I'll give you a tick on that because that's definitely gonna.
Thank you.
You know. I just think it's cool flavor that'll, help one way or the other. So let me just get a tick.
And I thought you didn't like familiars.
That was a good use of it. Definitely a good use. Instead of like, it helps me in combat. Do I get advantage? Okay. Can you sense my disdain?
You're taking something on our party sheet, is that?
No, on the main screen on Roll20, I have all your clocks set up. And I just ticked another one on the one that says Rind Researches Scotland Ghosts.
Oh, the clocks thing. Yeah.
There should be more towards the right side of your screen.
Well.
If just for you players, the way that I have the Roll20 screen set up is that the right side of it is the side that is displayed
There
on
it
Twitch.
Yeah.
And the left side is sort of the side that I kind of keep all the stuff that I don't want viewers to see. That I don't want them to see, and you know what I mean. Like it's hidden on the GM layer, but they would be able to see it if they were watching my screen.
So you clicked up Ryan's clock one?
Yes, he has. He had 2, now he has 3.
Great. Awesome.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
You can see the other ones that are kind of going on there. You should always take a look at that because those might change and new ones might be introduced based on what the other factions are doing around you. But right now, you can kind of see what's going on. All right, so
okay.
So in the order of the sequence of things in downtime activities, we would now move into downtime activities where you guys get to choose your two. But just for my own edification, I just need to know what your immediate plans are for the lair.
Okay.
Are you going to stay and talk to the Bluecoats, or are you going to get the fuck out of here right now? Remember, your place is still secure. No one got in.
Right.
You know, and the Bluecoats won't be able to get in either.
The Bluecoats are coming up to us. So where are we right now? We're like inside. The Bluecoats are like on their way.
They're not in sight, but they're coming.
They're not in sight.
Question. Sorry.
I think this is a problem we can solve with money.
Like every problem.
That may be the case,
like,
but I think this is a problem I can solve by running away.
Big Bicky, how dare you?
And
What? He's not my hideout. I came along for punchings and
If we
stabbings.
leave here, it will be an interruption to my research. If we just spend some of this money, I go into my personal stash and I have like 1 coin's worth of money.
Yep.
And like, perhaps the fine gentleman of the Bluecoats will overlook the. Have we put out the fire by at this point?
If
Are we even trying? I mean, it's just oil in a stone street. Is it just going to burn out?
yeah, I guess it'll burn out, but yeah, you could take the initiative and actually try to put it out before it. I mean, you know, this city is very flammable, so you don't want it to spread.
If we show these gentlemen that we can make a donation to their
Widow and Orphans Fund?
and to the Widows and Orphans Fund, to the Police Activities League, we can and show that we have the initiative to deal with our own mess. Maybe by starting to put out that fire, they will perhaps overlook the unfortunate noise that we've made, the small mess on the street.
Just a wee mess.
You know I don't like the cops.
Yes, well, no one does. No one does, my friend. But in this case, they still have the power here, and we need to be smart.
Well, I mean, Mikhail, I think, is sort of like, whatever. We got into a fight, and the best option at this point, from experience for him, would be when the cops come and you've been fighting in the streets, you run away.
Yeah, my question here is there any need to even talk to the cops? Our hideout is secure.
The door's locked.
Door's locked. Sure, there's a fire in the street, but we have an opportunity now to basically flee. We could follow the bodies down the sewer if we wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the main question is, if we get away, right? We run away, all of us.
I think we run.
And the police show up, and there's been a fight in the street, and the doors are locked. I mean, what exactly are they going to do?
Yeah.
Maybe the neighbors say, "Oh, there was a big fight out here."
I think
The only question is whether someone recognized us and can say, "Oh yeah, it's those boys that hang out with the apothecary."
I would hate to. There is an unfortunate reality here, which is that the Bluecoats do know that we stay here, that we work from here. We do.
They probably do, but they don't know who is in this
We have
fight.
already, in fact, stiffed them on payment.
No, we paid them last time.
Yes, but they know about us in general, and I think perhaps if we suddenly disappear, it may raise more questions.
No, running away from a fight is not the same as disappearing.
If we make a small donation, it might make those questions go away.
Here's my concern. We wait till they show up. They know it's us.
Yeah.
We leave.
They know it's us.
And
They may hear
have
rumors.
plausible deniability, and if they insist and push,
If they
then
find
fine.
us later, yeah, then
make
we
a
can have that conversation.
donation. Never stick around for the cops.
Yeah, exactly.
Never.
I agree. If they find us later and we need to bribe them then, I'm all for it. But
Exactly.
I'm not looking to wait till they show up to the scene of the crime and then try to explain why there are no corpses anywhere despite the gunfire. And
Now, I appreciate your wanting to make sure that your research doesn't get knocked back a tick on your wheel or whatever. But I mean, if we leave the shop locked and the curtains pulled, and nothing happened to the shop, like there's nothing broken, right, John? They didn't break the windows or anything.
No, but there's a lot of evidence that something was tied to. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty obvious that something about this property caused a lot of violence to occur. You know what I mean? Like there's definitely there's the dermis on the counter for one thing.
Yeah, but if we close the door and lock it, they're not even going to see that.
It's secured. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
they'll see blood in the streets.
You don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know.
I mean,
there's
we don't
there's
know,
blood in the streets. There's evidence of a fire. There's definitely evidence of a fight at the back door. But
it's a narrow alley.
They can do their investigation. They do need a warrant to enter a private property, but they are the Bluecoats. They actually are the biggest criminal force in town when it comes down to it. So you don't know how much they're gonna. That probably won't be difficult for them to get if they need to. But even then, you have a secure hideout. Like they would have to get through very complicated wards and locks to get through.
Yeah.
So
I think we should run. 100%.
The contents of your lair are secure for the time being.
Okay, well, it looks like I'm outvoted. I'll get my things.
You do the Charlie Brown walk, like the Arrested Development walk.
You're such an upstanding citizen, man. I really am sorry that we're so chaotic.
I suggested that we bribe the police to ignore the murder.
It's not that upstanding.
I'm not
upstanding, just strategic.
I'm not gonna lie. The minute you suggested waiting to bribe for the cops, I thought about finding a sniper's perch and just
that's a lot of dead blue.
Just go out in the blaze of glory. I love it.
We get well, I've got the sewer open. We might as well.
Okay, so we don't need the whole. We don't need like a detailed plan, but it's just basically you guys are because majority rules were saying that you guys are going to run.
I grab various vials off the counter in the back, like a desiccated rat corpse goes in my.
I'm already gone.
How about your coin stash?
Oh yeah, I've got like
like huge chest and jingling away.
It's like a wooden chest. I just throw it down the manhole and go after it.
Okay, cool.
Like a hand.
All right, cool. So so we'll do a quick montage scene of you guys just swiping valuables off shelves and everything like that, and then just like lug down you like one at a time, just go whoop 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 down the manhole. And then the last thing
I am covered in open wounds. There is no way I'm going in that sewer.
well you scatter to the four winds, but
I'm out of here.
The closing shot is like the manhole cover being slid into place. Scene, and then
no, hold on. There's one more scene.
Yeah.
Right. So these two guys go into the hideout to clear it out, and Mickey's like, out of here, right?
Yeah.
He's running down the streets. He's dodging. He's weaving. He's looking around. He goes up a dark staircase. He knocks on the door. Mama! They beat me up, Mama! She's pat. Oh, come in. Fix it. The door closes. Scene.
Nice. There you go. Sweet.
an old babushka.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So
she's short. She's like wider than she is tall.
We'll say like the moment that the manhole cover drops down, that then there's like a storming of blue coat feet go over it right at what I mean, at the last
That's
second.
very Star Wars cut there, actually.
Yeah, right. Okay, but as a result of this, I'm going to say because of the extremely chaotic nature of the battle and how open it was, that you are going to take, and be prepared for this one, you're going to be taking 4 heat.
Oh, baby. That's on our gang thing, right?
Oh yeah, on your crew sheet. So I need you to mark 4.
I got it.
Okay.
You're getting it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna just look at the sheet here.
One more, and you get a wanted level. But wanted levels are kind of cool too, because the only way to get rid of wanted levels is to go to jail. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Or just set with someone else to go to jail in your stead. And that's like a whole other like little mini game. It's super fucking cool. So don't worry about getting wanted levels. It's fun.
Those two coin on our crew sheet. That's what they grabbed.
No, I've
That's-
got those in the chest with me in the sewer.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you took.
Yeah,
right?
Tubes took those. Yeah.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Don't forget that we get -1 heat because of high society.
Ooh,
High society.
that's correct. Yeah. Okay, good plan. So, is that automatically just take -1, or is it -1 when you clear heat?
Minus
During
1 heat
downtime.
during downtime.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So
Cool.
why don't you take one off there, Tubes?
Oh, you just click to where you want it to go. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Cool.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, Ron. I forgot.
So
about
that was our entanglement.
That was your entanglement. I know. Yeah.
Entanglement.
That was purely a random roll, but it was based on your wanted level. So
Random roll. Now I have face like spaghetti pie.
don't forget that the entanglements, the chart that I roll on for entanglements, is completely based on how much heat you have.
Yeah. I know.
So that's
It just
it's one of
got
those things
ugly.
that kind of ties in. I love the way that they do this. Like all these different mechanics kind of tie into different things. So you want to be aware of your heat level because that determines the shittiness of your entanglement.
Right.
And this was, I can't remember exactly what it was called, but it was can't remember, like a rival makes a stand or something like that.
Yeah.
Is what it was. And so I knew that the Wraiths had that outstanding beef with you because that's how you set up your lair, was that you ousted them. So
So do they still have a beef with us? Is there any left?
yeah, they got a beef with you.
No, they're all dead. We killed them. They're in a sewer. They're dead.
Yeah, there's not just 6 Wraiths, I'm afraid. You
There's
guys are the
only
ones.
3 of us.
You guys are the ones that have decided to never get cohorts. It's like only 3
I'm
of
happy
you.
to know that my pet is a cohort.
Well, everyone else has like a full gang, which you guys can do. It doesn't have to be all on your own. Speaking of which, it's going to be downtime activities. But give me 1 second. I'm going to go to our faction status here because guess what just got shittier? Yeah.
I love it.
Our
So
relationship with the Wraiths.
Yes. So the Rays are going to go from -1 to -2. And I think that's the blue
Where's
coats are
that?
basically
faction status. Yeah.
blue coats are going to remain the same because they haven't sent in the
They got
investigators
nothing
yet.
on us.
They got nothing on you.
Circumstantial.
Yet.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so that
We
got
still
changed
don't have a
too.
name for our crew, guys.
I know, it's lame. I can't call my Twitch stream anything. It's just
How about-
blades in the dark.
What? Back full of glass.
Okay, so let's go to downtime activities, shall we?
Go.
All right.
Who wants to go first? You get 2.
I want to indulge in my vice.
I hear Ted volunteering to go first.
You don't want to heal yourself?
Well, I want to do that first, actually. Now that you mentioned it.
Okay,
What page are they listed on again? 153.
I'm looking at
What is
my.
it? 153.
I have a cheat sheet that I'm looking at.
153.
Okay, so first everything that happens is that all of you regain at this time when we get to your downtime activities, you regain your armor uses.
Okay.
Um,
Click on that. Good.
you get 2 free downtime activities. Don't forget that you can gain additional activities up to however many you want by spending 1 coin or 1 rep each for each additional activity. One coin or 1 rep for each additional activity you want. And yeah, so that's the deal. So you can acquire an asset. You can do a long-term project. That's sort of like the catch-all of everything. Tubes thing is a long-term project, and so is thanks for the follow there, Plobby Dop. Nice. Okay. And I believe Ryan's thing with we got a bunch of long-term projects going
Golden
on.
Ghosts. Yeah, I think we all
Yeah.
have one.
They're all clocks, basically. The Clelling Cache, which is Audrey's thing. So, long-term project, you can recover, you can reduce heat, you can train. Don't forget training, which is pretty nice. And indulging vice to reduce stress.
Yeah. So.
What dost thou do, Big Mickey?
Flat out, Big Mickey needs. So, Mama, she makes the good soups and has the nice herbal remedies and old wives' things, and puts the compact thing of herbs on my nose.
The hearty stroganoff.
A hearty stroganoff to repair all of my wounds. She is like magic this way.
Okay.
So she's like a physicker, man. I think. I mean, Mama takes care of me.
I might be able to buy that. Hold on 1 second.
I'm looking to recover, and it's like a
What you got a page for that?
155. So
Healer rolls.
It's not clear if it's always a 4-dot clock or a 4-tick clock.
It is. It's always a 4.
Okay. So, I just roll against whatever physical or ability you might decide she has as an NPC. Mama taking care of me.
So she's an NPC, so she's not going to have like the physical special ability. She basically has like a quality level.
Yeah. Okay.
Then
but she's a really good mama,
Yeah.
Big.
I buy it. I won't fuck with you on that.
Okay.
Reduce. You may heal yourself.
Would you also like tubes to assist your mother?
Assist your mother.
Stay away from mother. Break your legs. Last time someone assisted her, I was born. Get away from her.
I'm not sure that your mother's borscht will
Kills germs.
will heal the gaping wounds in your back with the cartilage in your nose.
Oh, cartilage! I haven't had that for years. No, I'm stick. This is my character, man. He's sticking with Mama. You guys you don't even know where he is. He went to Mom's house and he's out of the picture for a while.
Okay, so okay, so why don't you? I'll let you do the roll, Ted. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do roll fortune, which is on the far right underneath your contacts. Just there's like a big bar that says roll fortune.
Roll fortune. Got it.
And I'm going to give her a quality of 2.
So do I type 2 where it says notes?
No, you don't. You can just notes. You can put Mama's healing or Mama's borscht or something like that. Whatever. Oh, hold on.
Mama's hearty soup. I don't know how to spell borscht.
BORSCHD.
Oh, okay.
But whatever.
Is it BORSCHD? Hey, that looks right. Okay, cool. All right. Number of dice. This is 2.
2. Yeah, she has a quality level of 2.
Quality level 2. Hey, Mama.
4 5.
Love
Okay.
it.
So it's going to clear your
my wheel, like 2 ticks.
2 ticks. Yeah. Healer rolls, and then you
2 segments.
Reduce each instance of harm on your sheet by 1 level, then clear the clock. Okay. So, all right, yeah.
So I don't actually heal anything.
Nope. You're on your way to being healed. Yeah.
It's not letting me. Oh, I see. Here we go. There we go.
So you can do another. You can do another downtime activity and do another roll from your mom, and then you can spend coin or rep to probably not for your mom, but you could get another downtime activity. You'd have to reconcile like how spending coin would how you would get healing by spending coin. If you did it with like I don't know like a weird like with tubes or your mother, it's like it would be weird, but you could come up with a way.
Tubes with my mom, that is weird.
It's up to you. Or you can hang on tight and go with it.
Mama's so happy that I'm home. She doesn't want me to go out and do the fights. I'm gonna eat some more soup.
Okay, so another downtime for healing?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So we're gonna call this Mama's special recipe. Got a 6.
Nice. Okay, so 6 is going to get you 3 segments.
So that gets me 1 thing reduced and 1 ticket.
Everything reduces actually, and it rolls over into the next clock. So
everything from level 1 goes.
So everything in level 1 goes, and the smash nose is going to go down to a level 1, and we'll just call it. I don't know how was it. How would it smash? What did you say, Tubes?
Said a tender nose.
A tender nose, that'll work. Yeah, as it's healing poorly.
Tender nose. Okay, and so now I'm at just 1 tick.
Right, you did it.
All right.
I'm looking at your sheet.
That's good for Big Mickey. We're done here.
You're done? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I want to take a break, but just so I know who goes next.
I'll go next.
Who?
Chris.
Chris? Okay,
Awesome.
cool. So let's just take a quick break and we'll be back in 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Cool.